So I got this little tree, and it did have a plastic stand, which was really kind of beat up, and it was full of a lot more ornaments, but I dropped it and a bunch of them fell off, which is fine because I'm going to take them off anyway. And this is a tree I am going to put as my centerpiece. So let's see how I can fix it up. Here are some of the ornaments that came off of the tree. I do like that one. I think I'm going to keep that one and do something with it. I want to put that one on something. So they're kind of cute. They might show up in some other place in a different design. However, here is the tree. I've uncrunched it. And my decision is, I'm trying to make a decision whether or not I want to flock it or just keep it plain. I have ordered some tiny red and white ornaments to put on it and some little tiny lights, so it will have decoration. I'm just not sure if I want to try to flock it. I might ruin it. In the shade, just behaving himself so much. Aw. Are you gonna go get some sunshine now? Oh, you're blocking the door. You think I'm gonna go in, huh? I am gonna go in. You're so smart, you know. You're so smart. So now that I have the tree stripped of all the ornaments and I put it in the holder just to keep it there. It still needs some glue cleaned off of it and a couple little things done to it before I can actually start dressing it, but I'm not getting the other ornaments that I bought for it until Tuesday, so that one's put on hold. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start working on the chargers, the little birdhouse thingy that I bought, my candlestick holder, and I found another one of these. It was on the tree and it's super huge, so I might not work on it today because it does have hair and I do have to sand where the hair comes off. However, I'm kind of excited because I'll just cut this off and I'll paint him gold and distress him, and then I can put him with my collection. So these chargers are all plastic. I don't know how this is going to work out for me, but like with everything else, we just got to get in there and try it. Louie and I have been working on our projects, and Louie's been my trusty assistant the whole time. Oh, we're going to shake hands. Oh, we're going to shake hands. Okay, so here's what's happening. I painted my chargers. I painted my chargers silver. No, I painted my chargers gold. I didn't like the gold, so I tried to distress them, and I kind of wish I would have kept a picture of them distressed, but I didn't like them, so then I painted them silver, and I still don't like them. They were literally 25 cents a piece. The reason I don't like them is that there's been so many changes made to them. They're not even like smooth anymore. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to put them in the trash, and I might start over. They're usually $1 a piece at thrift stores. These were 25 cents. I was so excited to get the deal, but I screwed them up really bad. So off they go into the trash. Here's my other little guy that I spray painted. He's ready to be distressed, but I'm not sure I'm going to distress him. I'm kind of feeling a little distressed over distressing things. And then this guy lost his head. Oh my gosh, his head just popped off. Where's his head? His head's over here. So I painted part of him. I'm going to have to glue his head back on. So he's kind of painted, kind of not completely painted. He needs his head glued back on. And the top of his head needs to be painted. But he's kind of little next to this guy, so I kind of like it. I don't know if I'm going to just stress him or not. I might end up doing it. I'm just feeling kind of cranky and tired. There's my trash. So much has gone into that little trash can, little trash bag right there. Here's some of my ornaments that are leftovers. Here's my little house that I wanted. Oops. Oh yeah, and I found this. Was a little plastic ornament, and so I painted it. You can tell I haven't finished it because I only put one coat on it, but I thought that was kind of cute. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. It's just still, I don't know. And then here's my house. So it looks like something kind of happened right here. It looks like something kind of happened right here. Like, I don't know. Something did kind of happen right there. And I do know what happened. The paint ran right there. And so I tried to wipe it off with a paper towel. And then the paper towel got stuck to it. So if you remember, this one was only 75 cents. So I'm going to... that's what it looked like on the other side. I don't even care about this side. I'm just gonna, because I'm gonna put it up against something. So I'll probably put some holly or something right here. I don't know. Kind of getting tired of it. So that's kind of what I'm up to right now, making messes. He turned out good though. I like him. I like the way he turned out. He might be okay once I get his head back on. So you can tell I didn't even paint the other side because, I don't know, I got tired. Poor Louie. Louie's like, what, Mom? I'm right here helping. Louie's been such a good boy, helping me every step of the way, giving me advice, telling me don't paint that so heavy, take your time, do 2 coats, don't try to get it all in 1 coat. I wasn't paying attention, I wasn't listening to him, and now I have just a big mess on my hands. Hey, Louie? So I returned my tartan ribbon, and I decided, Louie's with me, and I bought him a treat. I think it's a hoof with peanut butter in it. He loves it, so I'm really happy about that. So since he's being such a good boy, I decided that I was gonna go on into Tuolumne to a thrift store there and see if I can find one of 2 things. I need one more tall nutcracker, and I still need some tartan, so I'm gonna look for some tartan fabric. This is Louie's great adventure. He got a new harness today. He got a new toy, a new chew toy today. And he is exhausted. So I'm just wondering, if it's my ADHD, meaning it's just me, or is it our culture, or are we just hardwired to create chaos? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I literally got Louis home, got him all pottied out and all played out and everything. So I put him in his pen. He went right into his crate, fell asleep. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna sneak out and go buy myself some cheesecake because I want some cheesecake. So I do. I get myself together and put on my boot and my walking boot, and I get ready to come into town to buy some cheesecake. Well, of course I get distracted and I find myself in a couple of thrift stores. So I finally get to the market to get the cheesecake, and I don't get a basket because all I'm gonna do is get some cheesecake. Well, all of their wines are on sale for 20% off. So I got one bottle of wine and 3 bottles of champagne and a bottle of vodka. So I'm trying to hobble my way up to the checkout with all this stuff in my arms. I mean, I must look like a crazy lady. You know what? I think I am a crazy lady. So I get to the checkout line, I put all my stuff on the counter, and a lot of people are buying wine because it's 20% off. So I wasn't really out of place buying wine. So anyway, so I get there and I look down at my phone and it's like 4:05. Well, everybody eats at 4. And I don't know if you remember, but I have mentioned this on my channel before, and I mentioned it a long time ago. So some of you that are new might not know, but my cat, Lunar, was a stray. He was a feral cat. I found him. My brother actually found him in my barn. He was a baby. He didn't even have his eyes open. He wasn't expected to live. But I kept him and I tried my best to keep him alive, and voila, I was successful. However, he has a neurological, it's a neurological disorder that really pretty much only surfaces in feral kittens and cats. And so he doesn't understand that his tail is part of his body, but his tail gets spasms all the time. And when that happens, he freaks out. Some cats get so disturbed by it that they actually can start chewing their tail off. So anyway, one of the things that triggers an episode is if he's not fed on time. And I tell him, you're pretty picky for a feral cat, but if he's not. So anyway, so now all of a sudden my whole brain is in chaos. Like, I'm gonna get home, my cat's gonna be spinning around in circles screaming at his tail. So what he thinks is that his tail is something different than it is, and that it's attacking him because it's this neurological nerve ending disorder he has is incredibly painful on his tail, but at the same time, he disassociates himself from his own tail. So that's how some cats can actually start trying to, that have this, can start trying to chew their tail off. Anyway, so now I'm all worried. Now I'm trying to get home really fast with my cheesecake, thinking, why was I so selfish? Now my kitty. So the thing that Lunar does is if his episode goes for too long, and I know how to stop his episodes now. I've been with him for so long. I can kind of calm him down and stop his episodes. And mostly the issue is removing the stressor, and then he'll finally calm down. So anyway, so he has gotten, when I've been gone and he's gone into an episode, he has gotten so incredibly, like, in a fury, not really a fury, but a frenzy. I guess a frenzy is a better word. He's gotten so deeply in a frenzy, he has jumped up on the counters and has knocked stuff off my counters. He broke a Waterford cut crystal wine decanter off my table. He spins in circles trying to catch his tail, and he's mad at it. So he's in a cat fight, basically growling and hissing and biting his tail. So he doesn't know what's going on around him, because the only thing he's doing is he's fighting his tail for dear life. And I'm just saying, now I'm trying to get home really, really fast so that I don't cause Lunar to have an episode triggered and then get home to all my things just destroyed. And my dog probably, his pen is probably full of poo. Clean that up. I probably won't even get to my cheesecake tonight. I'll be so exhausted by the time I get home and clean up the messes that my animals have made. So anyway, I don't know. I just wonder if we're hardwired for chaos, because I seem to want to create it wherever I go. Sorry about that. That was my thumb. It just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So or it could be my ADHD. Could be my ADHD too, because I just do things on a whim and don't really, like, go and adopt a puppy, rescue a puppy. Don't really think about the consequences of my actions. Oh, my goodness. So I have been thrifting, and I did work on some of my other things that I thrifted before. So I will be doing another really small thrift reveal tomorrow, and I'll show you also the things that I bought before that I upcycled. So stay tuned for that, and stay whimsical, and pray for me.